Hey guys, it's Prison here, and I'm going to be profiling my Hazy Flame deck for you guys. It's an old deck, my first XYZ deck that I played, and the first one that I actually did well with at my local tournament. That's back when Rekindling was at 3, if you can imagine, and compulsory, so pretty fun. The deck was awesome with 3 Rekindling. It's still awesome now with 1. Not as good, but still a good choice to just play around with. A lot of people aren't expecting it, and a lot of the monsters, all the monsters for Hazy Flames can't be targeted, so really good against the current meta decks. It's kind of hard for them to deal with the monsters. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. First I play 3 Hazy Flame Cerberus. Use your 2000 beater. You can normal summon him without tributing, use it at 1000. He's your searcher. When he gets destroyed and sent to graveyard, you get to add a Hazy card from deck to hand. So a Hazy spell, trap, or a monster. And he's got 200 defense, which is important for rekindling. So next you play 3 Sphinx. It's your special summoner of the deck. You mill a card at the top of your deck, call it monster, spell, or trap. And if you call it right, you special summon fire from your grave. So this deck, the majority of it has monsters and spells, so you usually call it right. Narrow it down. Next I play 3 Periton. You can send this card and a fire monster from your hand to grave and special summon 2 Hazy Flames from deck. So this card is super awesome. It's your rescue rabbit for the deck. Next I play 2 Hydras. It's one of the newer ones. He can't be targeted. He got 200 defense for rekindling, and he made the deck buttons better because if you overlay him as a material for a fire monster, you can add a Hazy Flame from your grave to it as a material. So if you have 2 of them and overlay him, you can give a monster 4 materials, which helps you get out high material Basilitrices. It's really good for the deck. And lastly, I play 1 Griffin for the last Hazy Flame. He's just a Cyber Dragon for the deck. If you have, of all monsters you control in your grave or fire, you can special summon him. So I do run a few that aren't in my extra deck and my main deck, so you only want the one because you don't want it to be dead. But he can't be targeted. He's tribute fodder, special, and tribute off, or just to give you an extra one for a material. Because like a Periton, and this was their fire monster, is a 5 material Basilitrice, as long as nothing goes wrong, which is pretty awesome. So that's it for the Hazy Flame monsters. That is 12 in total. Alright, next I play 1 Lava Lancelord. He's a 2100 beater. He can be normal summoned without tributing. He's a level 6 fire. He's got 200 defense for kindling, and if he gets sent to grave, you can add a banished fire monster from your banished pile to your hand. So like rekindling will banish him at the end of the turn if you don't use him for an XYZ or like synchro or something. So if you have any banishment, just add him back to hand. Got some synergy. 1 fire dog. He's got 200 defense for rekindling, and you don't run him very much because destroying stuff, like just beating over stuff isn't what you can normally do. But if he attacks over an opponent's monster, you can special summon a monster with 200 defense from your deck. So you can special summon, like my main play is with like a Cerberus. Special summon a Cerberus, can't be targeted, he's got 2000 attack. And then, if he's destroyed, you get the search. So it's really awesome. And it's stun battle phase. So after you attack, you can attack again with Cerberus to either clear a board or attack directly. Next I play 1 Flamebell Baby as a tech. Got 200 defense for kindling. He's a tuner, a level 1 tuner, and he's a fire, so you can bring him back off of Sphinx. You can sink into 7s with him. And he's got a cool effect where he's still not dead in your hand. You can discard him and give a fire monster plus 400 attack during my main phase, so you can attack over stuff. 1 Big Chicken, or Garunix. If he's destroyed by card effects, special him during your opponent's turn, destroy everything on the board. He combos well with the spell I run here, and you can bring him back off of Sphinx and ditch him with Periton, so he's still not dead. And then I run an older engine for the deck, but I still enjoy it. It is a Erratic engine with 3 Tefnuit and 1 Tyone number 2, really old card. But this card's a Cyber Dragon. If it gets tributed for a tribute summon, you can special summon a normal dragon from your deck, make its attack and defense 0. So I special summon this. It's level 6 fire, so you can use it for Basilitrice, which is pretty awesome. But that's it for all of my monsters. It's a majority of them. So on to spells. I play 3 Pillar. Super awesome card. It lets you normal summon your Hazys without tributing, and you can add them from your hand to XYZ monsters as materials. So if you have even ones that aren't Basilitrice, just keep giving them more Hazy Flames that you draw, so you can keep using their effects, which is also awesome. The card that I really like in this deck, 3 Onslaught, you can special summon Garunix off it for a board wipe, or you could do your Griffin or your Sphinx, because they're Beast Warrior. My favorite is Cerberus, because you can special summon Cerberus, and it negates their effect on field, but his effect activates in grave. So after it gets destroyed by Onslaught at the end phase, you'll get a search. And you had a 2000 beater to just attack over something, which is good. Play 1 Upstart. 39 card deck's better than a 40. 2 Forbidden Chalice, just to negate effects, which is super good. And the 400 attack gain can be good either defending your monster or attacking over something every once in a while. Play 1 Book of Moon, just to slow down your opponent, stop their plays, flip their monster down so they can't XYZ or attack over it. For board wipes, I play 2 Swords of Concealing because it doesn't target and can flip things face down so they can't activate their effects and I can attack over them. 2 Dark Hole, board wipe, and I do have a Regeki, but it's in one of my other decks, and I don't really feel like I have to have it in this deck. Like, it'd be a good card, but don't feel like it's necessarily needed, so I think those 4 do the job just fine. Next I play 2 My Body's a Shield. I know I saw that in the last shot. It's my bad. But there's 5 board wipes right now in the form of 2 Slumbers, 2 Dark Holes, and 1 Regeki, and 6 if you count Torrentials, so this card's really good right now. And it's good to stop Tridents, Masterpieces, so it's a good card. And you don't want your Battletrice going away, because you usually sit on a boss monster in this deck, so you want to protect it. 1 the Monarch Stormforth, disgusting in this deck. It's a quick play, doesn't target, and you contribute your opponent's monster for almost any monster in the deck, because every monster in the deck besides Fire Dog and Baby need to be tribute summoned. Mostly they're 6s, so just tribute their monster to get over a monster and then use their effect. Then your win condition of the deck is 1 Rekindling. This card's really awesome, especially summon as many monsters as you can with 200 or less defense. So you got 3 Cerberuses, 2 Hydras, 1 Lancelord, and then the Fire Dog and the Baby, which is all your 200 defense targets. So you can make a 5 Battletrice. 5 material Battletrice really easy. You can sink, you can swarm board to attack, and then overlay into a lot of stuff. And this doesn't restrict you with types. You could go like a Bouncer and a Battletrice or something else. So really good. And Battletrice's banish effect can activate later in the turn. So if you attack a whole bunch of monsters and then special summon it and banish something in grave or something else, super good. Same for the spells. And the last 2 cards are 2 traps. Like I said, tried to cut it down so your Sphinx would be live. Just 2 Dark Bribe. Hate losing to Solemns because I saw my Battletrice and I used all my materials to get into it, so this card's really good. Gives them 1 card, but I don't have to lose anything for it. Plus, if they quaking or storming me, my Battletrice isn't protected by that. It can only protect stuff from targeting and being destroyed by card effects, so those don't target or destroy, so this is a good protector. You can also run Decrees. Decrees are a good option too, so whichever. I'm liking the Dark Bribes though. That's it for the main deck. Off the extra deck, I play 3 Hazy Flame Battletrice, Super Ultra Make a Chicken. Super good card. He can have up to 5 materials on him that are fire monsters. So if he's got 3, he gains, or 3 or more, he gains 200 attack and defense for each material. 4 or more, he gains targeting and the 200 attack for each material. And then if he's got 5, he can't be destroyed by card effects, can't be targeted, and gains 200 attack and defense for each material. Sorry, guys. So he can be at most at 35, which is really awesome. It's your boss monster of the deck, though. And you can detach 1 to banish a monster on the field or on your opponent's grave. So even if they have a set monster, you can banish it, which is super good spot removal. Next, I play 3 Photon Strike Bouncer. Good card when you're winning or if you need to set up a board. You detach 1, negate a monster effect, and deal 1,000. Plus, he's got 2,700, which is pretty good. I also need a filler in this deck, so that's why I have a whole bunch of them. 2 Gauntlets, just to pop irritating monsters. He's got 2,800 defense, which is good to sit on. It's not a bad attack, 2,400. Just target and pop monster in the field, which is a really good card. 1 Sword Breaker, 2,750, so a pretty good attack, and if you declare a type when he battles that, it destroys it automatically. 1 number, 21 Frozen Lady Justice. She gains 1,000 for each material, so with Pillar you can make her pretty beefy, and you can detach 1 to destroy defense position monsters your opponent controls. So it's really good depending on the deck you're playing against. 1 Fairy Knight Inganar, especially good with Rekindling. Yeah, it takes 3 level 6s, 3 or more. You detach 2, and you bounce everything to hand on the field. And he's got 2,000 defense, good defense, just a good board wipe. Next, I play 1 number C5 cast Chimera Dragon. He gains 1,000 for each material. He can have 3 or more level 6 monsters. He can attack twice in a turn. Plus, you can detach 1 and add 2. You can select 2 cards in your graveyard, put 1 on top of your deck, and add 1 as a material. So you can, if there's like Rekindling, place it back on top of your deck, and then add a Hazy Flame that doesn't have 200 defense to him. And then you have Rekindling play next turn. That's it for the XYZs. It's 12. The Synchros, I play 1 Black Rose for board wipes, 1 Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon for battle, so they don't get effects, and 1 Dark Strike Fighter. These 2 are important because they're fires. So if I Hydra the same turn, I can still play these. And then Dark Strike Fighter's in here because I just need another 7. He's good to do effect damage if I need to do just a little bit more. But yeah. all level 7s for the baby and any level 6, which most of the cards in the deck. So that's my 15 card extra deck. So yeah, that was my Hazy Flame deck for you guys for the July 2017 format. I hope you guys enjoyed. I really like it. I personally think I got some cool text in there, and I think the deck can run really well. So if you guys enjoyed, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll try to bring you guys more content. See ya.